YouTube? It's been a while since I posted a video. Lots been going on. We've been a couple places, run into a couple things. So the other day, I'm in Orlando right now. It's Sunday, and we got here yesterday. So I had a couple things to learn. You know, as you do this, you learn what areas suck. What areas not to go to, things not to do. And one of those things that we learned Friday is never take a small load again on Friday. I took a small load because it was supposed to be quick. I was gonna take it, come down to Florida, pick up another load, and that didn't happen because the shipper fucked up. So I got halfway to Florida and they called me and turned me around to go back. Told me that part of the order was missing, that the shipper fucked up. That's why you always get all those pictures. Get all the pictures you can of your cargo, your package slip, your bill of lading, everything, and make sure all those numbers match. And it's not on you when something fucks up. So, long story short, got all the way back and to Atlanta, and they sent me to a different shipper than where I had picked it up. It was actually closer to me as I was coming back. So the problem was they put 13 crates onto an 18-wheeler that were supposed to be part of my load. The paperwork said one item, 14 pieces. Everybody assumed that meant that box that was on here had 14 items in it, to include the warehouse manager. So the way they found out was the 18-wheeler went to drop a load, and where he was at, they were like, hey, this ain't ours, what is this? And they had 13 of 14 items, and they didn't know where the 14th item was or whose any of that was, so that's how they hunted it all down, found out that they fucked up. So when I got back to that shipper, they weren't there and ready for me. I had to wait for this 18-wheeler to get back to that location, back into a dock, unload the entire truck, separate the gear, sort my load, get approval to reload it, and then by the time I got out of there, it was 1 o'clock in the morning. And this asshole tells me it's still direct. I need you to drive it straight through. And I told him no. I don't think you understand how this works. Right around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning is when I started getting sleepy, and if I get sleepy while I'm driving, I pull off and I stop. So I did that. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I dozed off a little bit, and that was it. I don't wait to do it a second time. That was it. I don't usually let it happen the first time, but I dozed off and hit the little rumble bumps on the side of the road. That was it. Next exit, pulled off, pulled into the shell, sent them a text message. Hey guys, I'm falling asleep. I'm fucking done. I'm going to take a nap, and then I'll get back on the road. I will update you when I'm rolling. This goofy motherfucker texts me, you just take a 20-minute nap and get back on the road. I ignored it. He sends me a longer text bitching about how hot and priority this load is, that they fucked up, to which I didn't give a fuck. So I'd already laid my head down on the pillow and fell asleep by the time this asshole sent that. So then he says, please confirm you received this message. Like a fucking crazy ex, I didn't answer that when he starts texting multiple times. I didn't hear it. I was asleep. It was about probably an hour and 45 minutes later. I wake up. My phone's ringing. I wake up to that. And he's like, hey, man, really need to get you back on the road and rolling. And I had no idea how long I'd been asleep or anything. I just knew that I was asleep. And it was like, you wake up out one of them deep sleeps. You kind of feel like, kind of almost like you're drunk, kind of like don't know where you're at, whatever. You got to get your senses together. I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I get back on the road, and I'm driving. I get all the way down there, I'm probably like 30 minutes into the ride after I'd left, and he starts messaging me. I need updated ETA. What's your location? That annoys the fuck out of me because they have me download a fucking tracking app every time. Use the motherfucking app and leave me the fuck alone. So I was going to go to text him, and I veered out of my lane and hit the rumble bump. I threw my phone on the floor with fuck him, dude. Fuck him. And then I go through, I can do on the dash, I hit the phone, and I call the motherfucker. I'm like, hey, are you driving? He says no, clearly. I said, that's right. You're in your motherfucking house, texting me, trying to get me to text you back while I'm driving, when you got a phone in your motherfucking hand. You can fucking call me, and don't fucking bother me anymore. You don't get to tell me when I'm rested. You don't get to tell me shit. You don't get to tell me a motherfucking thing. I will let you know when I'm on site. I was fucking mad. And ready to fight this motherfucker. I swear to God. So I get to the fucking receiver. And all that priority bullshit. Rush, hurry up, get it there. After they fucked up, though, it would have been delivered at midnight, no problem, on time. So now it's fucking 7 o'clock next morning. I'm on site. He starts blowing up my phone. Text message about how I'm on the wrong location. I'm 2.5 miles from the location. I ignore it because he's a fucking idiot. So I'm at the guard shack. It's a power plant, big electric power plant. And I've already contacted the points of contact on the bill of lading. He told me to go to the guard shack, sign in. He would direct me to where I needed to drop this at the laydown yard within the plant. So I do that. This dude is still blowing up the phone, freaking out that I haven't fucking entertained his bullshit ass text message about being in the wrong spot. And he fucking calls me and says, hey man, did you read my text? I said, I told you not to fucking bother me again. Don't call me. Call someone else to fucking call me. Bye. And I hang up. And he loses his mind. So then my dispatcher calls me. He's like, hey, what's going on? I was like, hey, fuck your dude and fuck you if you're on his side. Fuck y'all. I was tired. He goes, whoa, what happened? I tell him about that last night. And he goes, well, that's fucking bullshit, because he sent an email before I left the shipper that said, I am not putting my driver in danger. If he is tired, he will pull off. Your timeline is no longer valid, and it was a good email. I was included in it. So anyway, so then I get a message. Somebody added me to a group text, and I get a message that says, hey, it says the broker says you're at the wrong location. You're 2.5 miles from where you're supposed to be. I reply back, I really don't give a fuck what the broker said. I'm on site. I know where I'm at. He clearly doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, and his GPS is incorrect. Dispatcher immediately texts back, whoa, it's a group text. He got that. I said, good. Good. Maybe some of you idiots can wake the fuck up and realize that you're not always right. And right now you're not. You're not anywhere close to being right. I'm waiting on these motherfuckers to show up to unload the truck. The personnel on site were really cool. All awesome. Some prior military guys. It was awesome. And but it took 2 hours to get unloaded. 2 fucking hours. So fucking priority. It wasn't a priority. And I asked the guy, I said, hey man, if I would have got here yesterday at midnight, would y'all been here to unload it? And he goes, fuck no. Well, what about 5 a.m.? Fuck no. So about typical, right? So really the moral to all that is, there ain't a motherfucking load, not now, not in the future, not ever, that is so goddamn important to you as a driver that you need to fucking drive sleepy or rush against fucking the norm to get it anywhere, because it's always going to be bullshit. If it was that fucking important, they would have fucking done something different. So don't fucking do it. Don't rush. You are a priority. You are the priority. Without you, it ain't getting there. You fucking drive off the fucking road because you're sleepy, guess what? You're dead. Their load's fucked anyway, and now they don't get it at all. So, fuck them. All they're going to do is cry. And at the end of the day, if you're working under their MC, make sure you get their first and last name so that when you fucking go off the road and hit another car or whatever you do, that you can sue the fuck out of them for making you drive in a hostile work environment. Making you work in a hostile work environment. Driving ridiculous. Now, you're not regulated by hours of service, but it's still negligent as fuck to make a driver drive that much. Because the first thing they're going to say when something happens is, well, why didn't you pull up and take a break? They're going to be a hypocritical motherfucker, and they're going to stab you in the back. Fuck them. Make your money, make it safe, and fuck them. And if they want to fight, entertain that shit and whoop that ass. But Yeah, fuck them. So anyway, I didn't get the other load that I had planned on because of that delay. So I'm in fucking Florida. Now I'm over here by the airport. That was in like Pulaska or some weird shit like that. And there wasn't nothing there. It was a tiny ass place. I knew damn well there wasn't no chance of a load coming out of there on Monday. So I had to choose between Jacksonville or Orlando, and I figured Orlando over here by the airport is a little more busy. And I asked the dispatcher and a friend of mine that drives. I asked several people if they had to pick, where would they go, and they all said Orlando. So that's where I'm at. I didn't go out and sightsee here. Didn't go to Disney or Universal or anything cool around here. Just food. Did some driving around and saw some graffiti. It was pretty cool. Got a picture with the dog on some graffiti with Orlando written on it, and I'll put it in there. And then I got ran off from Walmart. A fucking security guard, man. Humongous fucking parking lot, and I'm parked way the fuck away from the store, and it's a big goddamn deal to them. Now this Walmart's not 24 hours; they close at 11. But he ran me off at like 10 o'clock. It wasn't even close to uh, the parking lot being empty, you know. And it annoys the fuck out of me that people run a motherfucker off and all they're doing is chilling in their vehicle sleeping. I wasn't asleep, but I was chilling. And I went in Walmart earlier. I was a customer. I had a receipt, so if you really wanted to take it that far. But I went in and bought some steaks and cooked the dog a steak, and I ate a steak, and we had some vegetables, and we ate really good. And then I left, so I said, fuck it. I drove down the street and pulled into some fancy hotel and pulled right up in the very front and walked inside and got some ice out of the ice machine, and then walked out the side door so the lady didn't see me come right back out the front with ice, and went back into the van and filled my cooler and chilled all night. And then got up this morning and went and had breakfast and did some driving around a little bit and found a good spot. And a buddy of mine told me about this place last night that he had seen when he was here, and it has a huge parking lot in between the Popeyes and the IHOP. So that's where I went, and man, it's nice. I'm currently at a place, I think it's called Fish Bones. It's a restaurant that shut down. Looks like it might have caught on fire or something. All the windows are boarded up and all that, but super huge parking lot, shaded. So it's been cool all day, and it's really chill. Nobody's out here to bother you. There's not a crowd. There's no streetwalkers really running around, and there's a Starbucks across the street. There's plenty of shit within walking range and walking distance, and I love fucking Popeyes. So Popeyes is right next to me, and look at that. Oh, Popeyes. Yeah. So a couple different things that I've come across. So there's different ways to make money in this business, and you learn them as you go, and you learn them through the mistakes and the hardships and the failures and all that. So there's different places. I'm gonna make a map with the help of some others of the country of bad places. We'll highlight them in red, or maybe make that state red or whatever, and then the good places. So we all know that the Northeast is the highest paying, and the West, California, Colorado, all that sucks. They may pay you very well to go there, but you can't get out, and really getting paid to go to California is a joke anyway, because between the hills and the gas prices, you're losing money. So I do know my cost per mile to operate. I need 76 cents per mile to be profitable, and we seem to be getting that usually, but I don't think I've ever gone lower than that. I don't really think I've been in the 70s at all, but 79 cents I do remember one, actually. So on getting your MC and DOT and activating and all that, and people using Selectus, right? So we lost a dispatcher. She had some bad luck, and she had to do some other things in life. You know, life hit her hard, and she's no longer dispatching for now. And she was great. So that was a painful blow for everybody. Her family, all the dispatchers, or all those that were dispatched by her. It really sucked. I really hope everything turns around for her and she comes back. But with that being said, so if you do your own loads, we were looking at, so select this is $500 a month, and everybody's fucking using it, and you really don't, I don't really feel like you get that much out of it. But anyway, there's another app that I came across that's much cheaper, and hit me up in the comments and I'll get back to you on that. And go ahead and down there and hit like and subscribe, and I might make another video. You hit that notification bell, you'll get notified when I make another video. It could be in that. But so all these different dispatchers, you know, I use GTMM, and they're great, and there's several of them, several dispatchers there. They get me loads all the time. I use C-Web and SH Express, and I haven't had any issues with any of them. I've seen some people talk shit about C-Web. I haven't run into those issues that they were bitching about, and I've never had an issue with any of them paying me, especially SH. They pay you as soon as you drop. The other ones, Sprinter Services, Express Sprinter Services, they're very on the ball in the morning when they call and ask if you're available, but they never call back. They don't have an app. So I use those. I signed up with, I was told that there were a couple of others that were really great, and I started the carrier packet and trying to notify them. It's the weekend. A couple of them, they're just not ready. But my thought process in that is, you know, while the MC matures or whatever that nonsense is, that we'll just continue to try different dispatchers, keeping the good ones that you've got, and just continuing. You know, I see people on some of these groups on Facebook that are talking about the $1 a mile and $1.40 a mile. Well, I ain't seen $1.40. I do have a trick up my sleeve to try a different route that pays between $2 and $3 a mile, doing completely. You still traveling, but I don't have to move any cargo. I just follow it. It's called the escort services. So gotta have a CDL to pull that off, and I do. So that's at least that's what I was told. I'll find out more. I'm taking a class to get certified this month. So in that class, I'll find out all the requirements and the rules and the legal shit behind it. It seems pretty simple. You know, buy your gear, signs, lights, all that shit, and then follow the load, right? And then when you get to the destination, take all that shit down and get on the load boards and go find your load from wherever you're at. So you're never deadheading anywhere. And it seems like it'll really work. I mean, they make a full-on career out of doing just that. So I'd be happy to do that. I looked into some advertising on the side of the vehicle. I've got some reputable companies that I've talked to, and they're observing my driving habits and locations, and seeing how far I go, where I go, and if that works out, then I will entertain that. They were telling me it could be anywhere from, depending on what size you want to allow them to advertise on, and I told them they can do full, partial, whatever pays the best. I don't care. And I don't care if they want to advertise tampons. I could give a fuck. You pay me, we're good. And anyway, I was told it's anywhere from $180 to $1,200 a month that you can make doing that. Carver ties, Rapify. There's a couple of them. I think there were 5 of them. But anyway, they're all I downloaded the app for every one of them. They're all observing my driving locations and habits, and they'll get back to me once they have matched me with a brand that wants to advertise in the areas that I'm at or travel frequently. So if you make $1,200 a month, that more than pays for the insurance, at least our insurance. The other is your fuel. I'm still doing the points and all that for the fuel. There's just got to be ways to knock down your overhead or offset it and make more. And I get stressed because I hate sitting when I'm not home. I don't like it at all. I could go sightsee or whatever, but I'm not trying to spend money coming in after a week of not working. And for this week I made $3,800. That's gross. So it's gross that I don't get to keep all that, and it's gross because it's gross and not net. So it's kind of stressful, especially when you got child support hounding you and you got fucking other court ordered payments. And be glad when all that shit's over. I got 2 more months and the bankruptcy's over, and then that'll be a nice fucking chance to breathe. More money will stay in my pocket, and then I don't know, man. I just fucking hate sitting here. I'm fucking bored. I've been looking online at different things, different gear and equipment, and went for a walk with the dog, and I'm just fucking bored. Orlando's huge. There's a lot of shit to do here, but I don't want to spend money. I got some friends here that live here, and they're like, hey, it's Sunday, and they want to go out and drink. I don't really drink. I used to a lot, but it's just not a thing for me anymore. Don't really care to. And even if I did, there's no way I would go drink the night before I'm going to try and drive far. I want a very far load tomorrow. I need to get these wheels rolling. There's on that. So some of these folks are saying that they make more money with these short runs, and I'm not understanding how they're doing that. So I do know that it pays more per mile, but you're not driving the miles. I need someone to break it down for me, because I don't feel like you are making the $5,000 a week. There's one gentleman on Facebook and on my friends list that he did. He showed it, and he has his rate cons, but he's got dedicated routes too, and he's got hookups. He's been doing it a long while. That's the other thing, is building these relationships with these brokers. Know going into this that it's not going to be the glamorous bullshit that they put on their fucking YouTube videos, because guess what they're trying to do? They're trying to get you to fucking sign on to their consultation, and sign on to their company, and they want to make money off you. I don't make shit off you. I do want your subscriptions and your follows, and your comments, so that I can fucking build my channel and get monetized off of YouTube. And any equipment that I might post, I'll put a link in it and have an affiliate link with it, so I can get a little couple pennies from Amazon if you buy from that link. But I don't benefit in any other way other than I enjoy that I'm bringing some insight into this industry that is not on the fucking YouTube pages right now, because they're all full of shit. I mean, it's all the good shit. Well, where's the bad shit? I want to know the bad shit. I want to know what fucking annoys you. I'll tell you, the biggest annoyance when I'm trying to find somewhere to sit is a motherfucker running me off on a parking lot. So it would be cool if you find a great place to park that's safe and chill, and they don't run you off. You post that city and state, and put it on there. I started a map with another driver that I'm friends with, and he's the one that told me about this chill spot over here in Orlando. So I pinged it in there, and it's safe Safe Chills parking spot in Orlando, and it's saved in the map. So whenever I'm close, it'll show up, and then I'll know for sure again if I'm ever in Orlando, that's where I'm going. And then I'm gonna start doing that at all the places that I go to, because it is extremely annoying to be sleeping and have a motherfucker pound on your hatch and fucking tell you to leave. You just want to whoop their ass, but you can't do that, right? You're not supposed to, right? It's annoying, and I don't understand why they do it. You're not hurting anything, you're not harming anything, you're no threat to anything, but it is what it is. There weren't no rest stops or truck stops around here, so I used to think that you could park at any fucking Walmart. I thought they allowed that. I thought they encouraged it, but now it's just Walmart trucks. That was the other one when I was in Kentucky, I think it was, when I was leaving Kentucky. I pulled in, and that bullshit said Walmart trucks only overnight. Anyway.